For the last 60 days, this AI has been listening to my life, my real estate, my business, my meetings, my negotiations, and yes, my family as well. Before I show you what this thing actually does, let me start with unboxing this. The box is pretty small and clean, very easy to open, and as you open, there's few things here. There's a black bracelet, a yellow bracelet, and this is actually the B. And there's a clip. And a few stickers, which you can honestly give it to your kids. All right, so the device is pretty small itself, and it pops right into the bracelet. It's slick, pretty sturdy, never fell out while I was wearing. You could also pop it into the clip, or you could pop it into a black or yellow bracelet. My personal favorite is actually black. It's more incognito, and honestly, it looks like one of those health or wellness bracelets, which I prefer better. You also get a quick hardware guide and a QR code. You can scan it on your phone, download the app. Very easy to install. It takes about 5 minutes. You're all set up with the B. Nothing complicated. You just put it on your wrist, download the app, no learning curve, and here you go. Now, let me show you what this thing actually does in real life, because this is where it gets very interesting. For the last 60 days, I've been wearing an AI that listens to my entire life. My real estate business, my meetings, and yes, my wife and 3 daughters. This might be the most dangerous, productive tool I've ever used. Roman here, broker owner, over 1,000 homes closed, busy schedule, too many conversations, a family man, and this year I realized something brutal. Memory is the bottleneck, not effort. So I tested B by Amazon for 60 days in real life and real estate. So let me be very clear what B actually does, because most people underestimate it. B does not record audio. It creates live transcripts and turns everyday conversations into tasks, follow-ups, notes, facts, to-dos, but that's just the base layer. It also drafts emails, suggests how to grow in personal life, work life, family, and health, identifies patterns, strengths, and weaknesses, connects to your email and calendar automatically, creates calendar events from conversations. It's not just a note taker, it's a second brain that never gets tired and never forgets. And then in the settings there is something called Agent Upgrade. I requested it immediately. I'm still waiting, no idea what it is, but I'm super excited to find out. But if this is a base version, that upgrade should scare people. So how do I use B in real estate? Let's start with the client calls and lead conversations. Client says, we're capped at 1.2 million, but flexible if it's perfect. I don't write it down, B catches it, creates a task, and reminds me later automatically. Next, client motivation. I ask B after my conversation with the client, what is the motivation from 1 to 10? And what was the trigger words to find a motivation? So I can learn for the future reference when I am dealing with a client face to face and don't have time to look at the transcript. Another one, objection patterns. It gives me suggestions on how should I have handled this or that objection. Price flexibility comments, super useful. After conversation with a buyer, seller, or an agent, it gives me clues on how far I can negotiate with that person. Now I'm on a call with the seller, I can ask it for timing clues. It works every single time. When it comes to listing appointments, B already has seller's concerns, objections, motivations, timeline, pricing resistance. That's gold for follow-ups and pricing strategies. And guess what? No notes, writing down home attributes while seller is speeding through the list of upgrades, names of the imported tiles from Italy, or whatever type of hardwood floors they have. When you run a brokerage, people constantly ask you for things. If you don't capture it, it's gone. B documents, agent requests, coaching action items, accountability gaps without me stopping my conversation. This is by far the best thing for a team lead, broker owner, or a family man. It gives me all the details on who promised what and who is accountable for what. Boom. All I have to do is at the end of the night, I ask, show me my to-dos, my agent to-dos, and my family to-dos, and it gives me entire list. Another use case is a deal chaos management, and you wish you had B during that time. On multi-million-dollar deals, everyone is asking, where are we? What's missing? Who said what? B gives me facts, not options, creates draft emails, and it can be as detailed as you want. Here's the part where people mess up. I clear B 3 times a day. Morning reviews and tasks plus facts, midday cleanup, new items, and at night, close up the day and loops. If I skip one day, I come back to 80 to 100 items, and this tool demands discipline. If you don't manage it, it manages you. Family life use case. Now the dangerous part. B remembers everything my wife absolutely expects me to remember. School stuff, schedule, who promised what. And yes, with 3 daughters, this AI have saved me from multiple you never listen conversations, which honestly might be its best feature. And after 2 weeks of me driving kids to cheer, B remembered the days and the time, and all I have to do is ask what's on my schedule. And it suggests based on patterns. Amazing. An important downside that I definitely wanted to mention that matters, B does not store audio. No playbacks, no tone reviews, only transcripts. So if you want a call coaching, emotion, voice analysis, this isn't the tool for that. Who this is for? If you're running a team, handle volume, forget small commitments, live in conversations, this tool is lethal. If you don't clean daily tasks, don't buy it. Now let me be honest about the hardware. The design is basic, it's plastic, it's not premium, it's not flashy, and honestly, it's not aesthetically good looking. And as a realtors, let's be real. We like flashy, nice things. I wish they made it more slick, more futuristic, almost like a health band. Function-wise, it's powerful. Design-wise, it's forgettable. Apple Watch versus bracelet. There is an Apple Watch app, but it's not my favorite option. And here's why. With Apple Watch, I'm tied into text messages, emails, notifications, and calls. And I don't want another screen to pull my attention all day. I also don't fully know, do I need to manually turn B on every single time on the watch? Does it stays running all day, and how does it work? So I'll let you do a little bit more research if you wanted to go that route. Why I actually like bracelet. I put it on in the morning, turn it off at night, that's it. Is there no conversations for an hour, B automatically turns itself off. So it's not constantly draining the battery or listening unnecessarily. Battery life is actually solid, it's about 7 to 8 days. I charge it overnight, and the next day, I'm good to go. So know this, it's not a fashion accessory, it's a productive weapon. In 2026, the advantage won't be a hustle. It'll be memory, speed, and execution. B doesn't make you smarter, it makes sure nothing slips. And in real estate, that's everything. If you're in real estate, this is #1 AI tool you must get in 2026.